Okay, hello everybody. Today is March, what, 4th? 2020. We're calling to order a meeting of the Douglas Economic Development Commission. I'd like to move that we start out by reviewing the notes here.
Well, present is Luke McNeil, Paul Peterson, myself, Bob. Missing, absent is Carol Gavonsky and
Brad Maltz.
Yeah, and I understand that you and Carol came down here last night.
yeah, we were here last night. We kind of confused the selectmen meeting and with this meeting because I was going to jump between the two.
When you called me, I was like, oh no, did I mess this up? I thought
It was clear as day.
glad.
It was our confusion. Carol and I are sitting here and going, well, Paul's not here, Luke's not here, the camera person is not here.
There is a big meeting in the resource room. I don't know what that's all about.
That's that health thing?
Oh, the health.
Yeah, it's
On
on
the-
the sign
about
outside the
the
highway
trees,
department.
maybe?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oak tree, something or other.
I see. Excellent.
Okay, minutes of the meeting, January 8th.
We just go through those quickly here. We talked about the 185 project on Davis Street. And the fact that the developer has withdrawn some kind of a agreement for the project. We also talked about our water and sewer planning proposal. That needs to get put on the 2020 May agenda for the town warrant.
And that could be either Davis Street or Gilboa, one of the two.
And then the auto auction, people, we reported on that they're still looking at sites, there's interest. And we getting 50-acre sites is a problem, but maybe rezoning is a possibility. And we're still working on that at this point. There was this car wash, we discussed that. Somebody wanted to put up a car wash in Douglas, and I guess that's still in the mill, but we can discuss that. And then, look, you were working on a photography project, which we talked about, and putting it on the Facebook page and on the web page. Meeting was adjourned at 7:40. And that's it, as far as the minutes go.
All right.
I make a motion to accept these minutes.
Second that. In favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. On our agenda, do we want to talk about Project 185 first?
The update on that is, as you know, the major developer pulled out. We're still talking to two smaller developers, and a third one has surfaced on dividing the property up, basically 60 acres apiece, if that's possible. We're still trying to stay with the cannabis, because that's where the money for the town is right now. And that is basically it. It's in the negotiation process.
Okay, Paul, you said you had some updates regarding the auto auction?
Yeah, the auto auction, people, we reached out to them after not having heard from them for a couple of 3 weeks, and they are still interested. They haven't gone anyplace else. They're looking around at land elsewhere, of course, but he's still interested in Douglas. So the most recent thing is, I talked to him last week, John, and this was maybe Tuesday or Wednesday time frame, and I told him about the sites that we have up on Northwest Main Street, and those are the ones which the town owns about 90 acres of land, and then there's they own a lot out in the street, so there's access to the street and up to this 90+ acres.
Yeah.
The only problem is it's RA zoning, rural agricultural, but,
I thought that was industrial up there.
well, behind it is.
Does it abut
It's
industrial?
it's maybe a lot away from the budding
Is that easy to extend?
where the town is. Yeah, it
Well,
doesn't,
we've rezoned stuff before to get industry here. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem. You never know. You have to bring it up at a town meeting.
yeah,
I know exactly where you're talking about. Bill showed me where that piece was.
Right, Bill discussed that with me,
Yeah.
he said, that's probably a good one to think about, you know?
Yeah. Problem is, traffic on that area, a lot of truck traffic. That road is, you'd have to go by Whittier Farms coming in from Oxford. It's not an easy access piece.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be good for some of the warehousing, right? And maybe for what our friend Caroline's trying to do.
Well, we have another spot for her.
Okay.
Well,
One that she wants.
Okay.
So, the response to that, for the Northwest Main Street site,
Mm-hmm.
was pretty good. He said, what do you think the probability is of getting it rezoned? And I told him, I said, you know, probably 50-50. I don't know, you've got residences up there on Northwest Main Street that
Right.
abut the town property. Even though the town property is 90 acres and they only have half of it used, it's still, you know, you're up in a neighborhood that's residential, so getting it rezoned might be a little
Yeah.
tough.
And there's still possibility, Project 185 might play into they still need, what, 50 acres, right?
50+ acres, yeah, you'd like more than that. Yeah, I was just thinking about the towns, that town land, you know? It's not too far from the pink industrial
I don't know
area.
where it is. Where is the land then? Show me.
I guess this is Northwest Main here,
Yes, it is.
right?
Yep.
And this is all the industrial land, so the Douglas land is up in this area
Up in that
here.
area.
Okay.
And so it's maybe a lot or two away from the industrial. So it would, you know, it might be
It's
able
not
to
a stretch.
extend the industrial over this way.
Did Bill talk to you about these pieces?
Okay, so I'm gonna report on that shortly, too.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right, okay.
Right.
Suspense is killing me.
So we're looking at that, and I told them it's probably a 50-50 chance of getting it rezoned. And, well,
Yeah,
We
that's a stretch to get that rezoned. You'd have to rezone a chunk. It's not like Project 185, we just extended it. This would actually be a redesignation.
you could make a chunk out of it, or you could move
Yeah.
the whole industrial zone over. There's nothing up there. It's just a few pipelines
Could ask, right?
and it is a thought.
It's an option.
You know, if they wanted to pursue it, we could pursue it with the town. And if it failed, well, we tried, you know what I mean?
Agriculture would be a good
Yeah.
place for greenhouses.
Yeah. So then the other option was,
Okay.
and Bill mentioned this too, is the Cliff Street,
Cliff Street.
little corner way up there of the industrial zone. And they need, you know, 150 or 190, 75 acres, something like that. And so I looked at all the parcels, we got the numbers of them, and he wanted to get John wanted to get the names and the contact numbers for the owners.
Mm-hmm.
And so the three owners are Anger,
Yep.
Beaupre, and then Smith. So I was able to look up phone numbers and addresses for all those people. So this week he was gonna try and contact them. I did tell him about Smith, who owns most of that land.
Which Smith?
And he has been very uncooperative
Yeah.
with anybody.
Well, Emerson Smith, he's a doctor, and I think his practice is still open, but he's quite old.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's over 90
Oh, wow.
or something like that, but he might be interested in selling. You know, if these people want to contact him, and if they're the ones that would be spending the money, and it's,
Yeah, Emerson's piece would be the ideal one because it's big.
yeah, it's over 500 acres that he owns. Some of that's not in the industrial zone, it's further east from
Now,
there.
that would be easier extending the industrial zone.
It would,
Yeah,
it would.
a lot easier than redesignating Northwest Main.
Do we need
Mm-hmm.
Chunk
to-
up there.
Yeah.
Do we need to give him a call and feel him out?
Well,
Have
John
you
was
already done
calling
that?
him, right?
John was gonna call him.
I don't know, Joe.
John Pizzoni, he's the realtor for the auto auction,
I see.
real estate rep. So, I mean, that's the status. He said he was gonna call this week, he was gonna try and call these guys this week, so I will call him back. I told him if he couldn't get a hold of these people, that let me know, and we'll see if we can facilitate it a little bit. I did find that the doctor has no phone number or anything, or address, but his office is on Route 12 in Oxford.
Does one of us have to go have a
So,
fall?
I'd go up there, or we could pay a visit and see if there's anything happening. I'm gonna go in, drive by the place at least, and go in and see if I can make a contact with him.
That's a good idea. That's
Yeah.
great work.
So, what's the story with that, the auto auction?
All right, the next one is the car wash. I've been in contact weekly with, is it Jocelyn?
Ross,
Ru-
Rosalind,
Ruslan?
Rochelle? No.
From CMRPC?
No,
No,
from the
the
car
woman-
wash.
The car wash
Oh,
person.
Yeah. And she was, she was still
Rochelle.
trying, yeah, she was
Rochelle.
trying to look at, the place on the same side as the factory. Peter DeCaro's
Right.
place.
That he didn't want to manage, right? That's Mike DeCar's place.
Right, and I think he had to contact Mike for that
Yeah.
one piece. It was almost a perfect spot. I'll give her a call tomorrow, get an update from her, and see what she found out.
Very good. You guys got anything else about those two projects?
No.
The car wash, we were talking about using a lot of water, right?
Yeah,
Getting rid of it
and the only place you can put it is where there's a water main and sewer,
at a sewer system, yeah.
which leaves us with a lot of not options. Davis Street would be perfect, no water, no sewer. Again, bites us in the butt.
So I was talking to Paul a little bit before he showed up about this photography project, and I'm ready to abandon it because it's not a very good idea. But we have a revised idea that's better.
I saw that on your notes.
Right. So how about we decide as a town a day in which we all go out and eat in Douglas. Just get your dinner at Harry's or Gregory's. Just it'll be in the fall or the winter. Just everybody unify and give the businesses that are in Douglas that have helped us out for so many years just one great day. Just 'cause we can. Let's juke their stats. That's what.
Can they handle the whole town? I mean, you
We
go-
have to talk to them about that. Maybe they.
Go to Grill on May now on Friday night, you won't get in the place.
Well, if we give them,
Busy.
if we give them 3 months' notice, maybe they would have time to pare down a menu that would be,
Right.
that they could do.
You know, if we picked an off night, Friday night's probably a bad night, but if you picked like Tuesday night or
Even better. Something like that would work.
something like that, when it
Well,
might be.
Worcester has that, the restaurant week.
They do, but that's different because it was the restaurant week. The intention of that is for all the restaurants to do something for the community, give them a cheap meal. I want us to look at it as our opportunity to do something for our businesses and pay them the full price for the meal, right? We're not trying to get a deal. We're trying to just help them out for a day.
Well, I mean, we could publicize it, you know, we probably would go, how do you convince the rest of the town to go to something like that?
Right, well,
True.
we got a $250 marketing budget, right?
Send out postcards or,
Well, you can put it, I just got that thing from the senior center, multi-page.
Yeah.
Yeah, a brochure type
brochure.
thing.
Put it
I
in
can
there.
design it. I have those skills, but the printing of it could be expensive, and
There
where
has
to
to be
put
an
it.
incentive to get people to go.
Why couldn't the
Can't do it on a
incentive?
school night, you'd have to do it in the summer.
Why couldn't the incentive just be to help out our local businesses, just to be a good person, be a good community member?
They should be doing it now.
Well, yeah, maybe they are, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking of targeting them because
So-
everybody's going to go out to dinner on Friday anyway. But some of them are going to go to the China Peace, some of them are going to go out to the city, some of them are, going to go to Harry's. But let's just all go to Douglas one weekend.
if the restaurants would give out some little extra special thing, you know?
We can talk to him about it. I just didn't want that to be the point.
Yeah, some little attraction, some sort.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's a sale or free cheese pizza slices or something like that. I don't know. But
Free dessert.
free dessert, whatever. But is that money still available, and do we still want to use it for that?
Well, the money's there, we have a budget, we just have to, vote on approving it and make sure it's legal.
Mm-hmm. Well, we talked to the town manager about the photography thing, but this is a different thing altogether.
Mhm.
But I can't imagine it would be questioned, really, because it's just...
The obvious thing is to run it by Matt.
I'll run it by him.
What do you think, a week or a day? One day in August?
I was thinking a day, but or maybe
Day
a
is
weekend.
Day is condensed,
Yeah.
day is condensed. You take, even 400 people hitting all these restaurants at the same time. That would clobber.
But if it's a week,
downtown.
it's not really special. Everybody will wait. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, and then they do what they won't.
Can't do it on a school night, because most people don't go out on school nights.
Mm.
So that leaves the summer months, June, July, August. Or a vacation week.
Yeah. Or winter vacation too. You're right. It doesn't have to be in the
Yeah,
summertime.
Vacation is what, January?
Because we do have a lot of events going on up through the summertime. We got Oktoberfest, Dynamic Douglas Day. There's a bunch of the restaurant week thing is going on, but there's not that much going on in the winter.
Yeah, I guess I share Bob's concern about everybody trying to go and a big long line of people waiting to be outside of a restaurant.
That's the point, right? That's what brings the newspapers.
It would be good, yeah.
That's what brings the...
Yeah, but if I go sit there for an hour, it's gonna have a negative tone for me.
For a day, though, yeah, I understand.
I think you should spread it out.
Okay. Well, let's talk to them and see what the restaurants want to do, if they want to do it at all.
There aren't that many restaurants. Someone
Right.
just go out and talk to them and see
I'll
what
do
they
it.
want.
I'll do it.
Yeah, the takeout places too, you could include as restaurants, or.
Yeah.
include that.
Any place that serves food in Douglas, I don't want to exclude anybody.
Yeah.
You could say it's a month, make a month out of it, you know? Rather than
What do
just
you
a day.
think?
I would say that, I'd try to fit everything on one flyer if you're worried about marketing, so I'd probably go and whoever you want on it, pick a specific week or something that you're gonna choose. And then, so when you make your flyer, you can highlight them all on that flyer, so even if someone can't go to one, they still have the others that they can go to. But I think probably multiple days might be better.
Right. Gives you more options.
Right, even if you say Tuesday through Thursday,
Mhm.
or, you know, it's during the week, and you give them a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah, and on the flyer, we could list the places too that were.
Right, like
Oh, yeah, that's
specify the
free
places, these are the
advertising.
dates,
Good
and get them all
advertising
on one
for them.
flyer.
Yeah, we're just trying to help them.
Yeah.
'Cause.
It's a good idea.
All right, cool. Well, let's replace the photography project with that project.
I make a motion, we replace that, we take on the restaurant
All right.
week or restaurant day project.
No, second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, if we have nothing else, everybody got anything else?
I got one more
All right.
thing. There's an app that I need to get, and it's called Landglide.
Okay.
It's not an app that you have on your phone right now, GPS, it tells you where you are. This Landglide superimposes the GIS map, property lines. For instance, walk-in Project 185 behind Granutech. There's 5 property owners out back there, and there's one that we don't want to walk on.
I see.
So this, if you're using, and I've tried the 30-day trial on this with one developer, we walked the project, and it was slick. You could tell exactly where you are on the five parcels. It was basically the Douglas GIS map superimposed on your phone. And you were in a certain spot. You could pick out trails, you could actually plot. It is that accurate. It shows elevation, terrain, it's a lot of features.
It's $100 a year.
It's $99.99. We only need one of them.
What if we asked them? I bet if we asked them, they might give us a cheaper. I don't know if we care about $100, but
You sign up on it online and that's it. I would get the statement and then we'd have to get 3 signatures.
right.
I already talked to Gene, and Gene said that's the process.
It looks useful to me. I have it pulled up here.
I mean, it's helped me out, but my 30-day trial is up, so now I need to get something. The other thing is, when these other 5 properties come out of land court, further south of Grandin Tech, we need to walk those properties as well, and there's like 10 owners in that
I have a
area.
drone. Is that helpful?
No, because it has no property lines.
Yeah,
I need to know on my phone where I am with respect to a property line.
Once we find out, then the drone can take pictures of it probably.
Yeah, a drone could be above me, I mean,
Yeah.
but that's not the object of it.
Mm.
The object is so I walk and I don't trespass.
So I can make a motion that we'll take $99 out of the budget for this yearly fee for GIS.
For the land
For the
For land
Land
glide,
glide.
land glide.
glide or guide?
glide.
Glide.
Glide. Land glide. Well, I'll second that motion.
That's it.
All in favor?
Land glide.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
In favor?
Yeah, oh, yes.
I was thinking it'd be good for this, like, this industrial.
That
chunk
one
the
up there's
back
got a whole bunch of properties up there as well, so
Must be-
if you need to walk with me, or John, from the auction company needs to walk with me, I can show him exactly where we are for
Where the
properties.
lines
And
are.
what comes nice about that is if you come up like on a rock ledge, whose property is this on? If it's on the other property, well, we don't worry about it. If it's on the property you're going to purchase, now it's a concern. It's a great tool to have.
When you're out there, you don't know
Yeah.
where the lines are unless they're surveyed and stakes are in the ground.
Right, and there are no lines.
Not up in.
I mean, there's probably a piece of granite, but you can't see 1,000 feet through trees. But it's all superimposed.
Awesome. All right then. Do we have anything else?
Along the lines though, I do, when Douglas was first formed, we were granted land from Sherburne.
Mhm.
The Sherburne residents were given land here in Douglas. And all of the plots that were surveyed take this kind of north-south direction.
Right.
And
Orientation.
they were all 70, 50, 80 acres of chunks. And those lines are still in use, some of them are, you know, the border lines for the old land
There's
grants.
probably stone walls on them, you know, a lot
Yeah.
of property lines have stone walls.
That goes back to early 1700s.
Makes me want to go out there with a metal detector and look for
Yeah.
spoons and
Sure,
stuff.
there's
There's so
stuff
much
out there.
stuff in there.
Okay, well,
Okay, well, that's it.
All right then.
Business?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.